Hi friends, blessings in the name of the Lord. I have something quick to share with you today. I pray that this blesses you in the name of Jesus Christ. So what I have been hearing the Spirit say this morning is that you are in training. This is part of your training for that role. So some of you have a particular role that you know that God has confirmed is for you to fulfill while you're here on this earth. It may be a role in ministry, it may be a role through work, or it may be a role through your family. And God has confirmed it to you. He may have confirmed it through His Word, through a prophetic word spoken over you, or through the desires that He has placed in your heart that come from Him. He has given you this specific role to do, and you may have said yes to this role, and you may have agreed to it and stepped out in faith to pursue it and given God your yes. And then what you have been seeing lately is that instead of going into what you thought you would with that role and with preparing and you're trying to prepare for that role, but as you're trying to prepare for it and get ready for it, you've been experiencing maybe different things that are just persistent frustrations or menial tasks that you're having to do over and over again, or just day-to-day tasks, things that you're having to deal with that may seem frustrating to you or be really testing your patience. And what the Lord had given me to tell you today is that it's all a part of preparing you for that role. Those things that you have been facing, that have been those frustrations, those tests of your patience that you have been facing, it's all part of preparing you for that role. And a way to illustrate it is to think of, and I know y'all, please don't get all religious on me. I know some of y'all don't agree with martial arts, but I think that this is a cultural reference that a lot of you are going to understand. So you've probably seen a kung fu movie before where it's like the person, it might be a young man, and he really wants to become a kung fu master or some type of master of martial arts. So he will go, climb up the mountain and go to where the master is. And when he gets there, he'll say, I want to become a great fighter. And the master will tell him something like, go chop this whole pile of wood. Or give him some kind of menial task to do that seems completely unrelated to his final goal. His final goal is to be some great fighter, but yet he's being told to go chop wood or given these tedious chores to do or daily tasks to do. And at first he may or may not understand how this is connected at all, but it's all a part of an important part of his training and learning the mindset that he's going to need to be a great fighter one day. It's we see that in that movie. If you've seen the original Karate Kid movie, it's the same thing. It's where Daniel goes to the master, and he says that Mr. Miyagi, he says that he wants him to train him to fight, and Mr. Miyagi tells him, go wax my car, right? And he has him to go wax his car, or he has him to go paint the fence and do these things that are just taking a lot of time, taking a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of attention, and seem unrelated, but it is an important part of his training and learning the things and the lessons that he's going to need have the mindset that he needs to fulfill that role of being a great fighter. And so for some of you who are looking forward to a particular role that you believe God has given to you, and you're desiring it and you've said yes to it, but you may be faced with these different tedious things that you're having to do, and it's all a part of your training for that role. And when you look at it that way and you understand it that way, when you understand that these tasks that are being assigned to you, that you're being given to do, which may seem to be unrelated and may be frustrating to you if you don't understand, once you get it in your mind and you understand that this is part of your training that is going to get you, and how you do on these little tasks, how you do with this is going to help you to develop the fortitude and the different character traits and the training that you're going to need to walk fully into that role. And so that's what the Lord had given me to share with someone today. I pray that this blesses you, encourages you, and strengthens you in the Lord. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.